Yeah, the black people had maneuvered themselves. They had spread themselves out. They had gone out into the public to interweave themselves inside the public so they could have the white military power. Anyway, they did this preemptive strike. It was basically Yankees, Nixon, and a bunch of other people. I'm not really going to say, but I will say that the black tribes were basically the ones behind it. That's why I turned their hair white, and that's why I took their hair and gave them that ugly forehead. If you look at some of the older people, I forget what's that guy, Jello, whatever guy. Um, that one black guy, what's his name? I forget. He's supposed to be a family guy or whatever. There are a couple black people that I purposely make them look, but I make them look ugly because they offended me at some point in time. Like I said, at some point in time, the black kings, or the black god, basically it's this guy and he claims to be a god. Anyway, he wanders around and he's like, "Call to your god," and he's like, "Our God is right here in me." He does this thing where it's like, "Call to your God, to your white God, Lucifer." Anyway, he basically is saying, "Call to your God," and pretty much making them call to me, pretty much. And guess what? I hear them. I hear every single cry. I hear every single scream. Of course. Actually, yes, I do. Anyway, there's a reason why black people have white hair and why their hair turns white and why they lose their hair statistically more than other people. Because they really fucking pissed me off. Like, there's a scale of 1 to 10 as far as being pissed off, and then there was my level of anger. Like I say, black people, you don't really want to be black. Actually. You really, really don't. Nobody liked them. Everyone hated them. And I let them live. But just a little bit. Actually, I rebuilt them. Because I was like, well, maybe it's a genetic problem. And I rebuilt them. Anyway, yes. And it wasn't the Americans. It was black tribes, basically. And they were doing this whole thing where this one guy was like, "I believe in this gun. Blah, 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 blah." Anyway, he really pissed me off. I knew everything. I found everything out. And I saw it all. And you probably don't want to be him. He died viciously and horribly, probably. I'm not exactly sure exactly how he died. Anyway, a lot of black people died because they would just run at people. It's like blam, 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 and then my troops and everything else. Like I say, I have real military forces, and we gunned them down. And it was not the American atrocities; it was the Yankee black tribal atrocities, and nobody believed their crap. Like, we know exactly who did it, and we knew exactly who was behind it. It was a black king. It was a black man. They just tortured, they raped. Basically, black people were that group that basically did the most lying. That's why I changed their hair color. That's why they're black, actually. They originally were white, but they offended me so greatly that I made them the same color as shit. I even made their hands colored like shit. Just because they were that bad. Anyway, they wanted people to call to me. They wanted people to do this. They wanted people that. And of course, yes, I answered. I came. Anyway, and so did my military and my armies and everything else. And anyway, that black person learned the hard way about exactly what happens to somebody that calls for a creator or a lord. And then, because like I say, I'm not the only old mega creator. I am Lucifer. I am 100 trillion years old. Yes, but I'm not the only one. In the scale of everything, 800 trillion galaxies that I created, I'm just one of the people. I'm just a creator that created particle physics a long, 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 long time ago. I'm not even, there are a lot of others. I mean, I had a lot of races under me that were very powerful and very strong themselves, but as far as, the black people thought that just because nobody would suspect them because they had pretended they had played nice, that they would be unstoppable, and well, they were stopped. They were killed. I mean, Irish basically went after them. I mean, it's because they attacked one after another. They attacked everyone. So it gets to a point where basically I mean, and they don't know computers. If they do know computers, it's because they're lying to some black girl until they rape her and kill her. Basically, I mean, everything was documented. Everything was documented. There's a reason why you don't see any black people in those films, because those were the people that were attacking and killing everyone. And basically, I did have equal opportunity, and I did have black people in my army, but they decided to try and take over and kill everyone. And it really didn't work. They shot one or two or five generals in the back, and then basically everyone else just stomped on them. It became an everyone kind of problem. It's like they're psychotic killers. Gee. Anyway, they thought because nobody would suspect them that they would automatically win, and they did win at first, but not for very long. I mean, people just broke free. I mean, it's like you can't fight everyone, and black people became an everyone kind of problem. So Japanese stomped them, Irish stomped them, British stomped them, French stomped them. Germans basically went after them. I mean, we're talking about everyone basically crushed the black tribes because they were just raping and killing. They have no culture, they have no nothing, they have no language. Everything that they have is basically stolen or borrowed from somebody else. And they thought they would just get to the front. And they tried it, and they were shut down so fucking hard. And I mean, maybe everyone else enjoyed killing them because it's like you lied and you fucked around and you raped so many that it's about time you died. And so they were bombed, they were executed. We tried not to kill the children. I was like, don't kill the children, don't kill the babies. They're like, they're just gonna be a problem later. It's like, yeah, but we don't know that. Let's maybe try and help them, and maybe they'll change. Probably not, but I mean, historically, 30,000 years of this crap, they're probably not going to change. But, you know, we can always hope for the best. So, like I said, it wasn't Japanese. They teach this stuff where it's Japanese, blah, blah, blah. No. It was black versus everyone. They were black versus Chinese, black versus whatever. This one black guy wanted to rape them all and take them all over or kill them all, and he was psychotic. And I mean, Japan's way better. Germany's way better. I mean, everyone else is like, mega empire, yes. Technology, culture, language, like that. Japan, like Japan, China, America. Everyone else is like this huge, like, and then there's black people. No culture, just killers. They kind of meandered in there, and then they tried to take over. And everyone else just was like, well, I guess we'll let you live because we're not psychotic like you are. So that's pretty much the way it was. And then the black people just try and do this little thing where they're trying to lie and all that other stuff and say, oh, I call him Abu Abi Babu. And he's about that intelligent, realistically. And I was just like, whatever. Anyway, I dealt with it. I had experts. It was done with. And they're just lying about it. And it's really just kind of annoying. It's like, wow. I mean, it's like the black person just standing there going, you don't see me. I have learned how to be invisible. I mean, realistically, that's what they did. They're like, I'm invisible. You don't see me. And it's like, you're standing right there, and you know, I mean, like, it wasn't even my problem. I was just the inventor that invented everything else, and so I knew about it. I was like, wow, it's like one of those curiosities in life. And, you know, it's something that black people are going to have to reconcile with themselves at some point, and I don't really have anything to do with it. I don't care. It's just that, you know, over the long span of 30 billion years or like 1 million years, that was basically the black thing. They did this little thing. It was really annoying, and they got stopped.